We're standing in front of the 36G Forza and Solei, and this product will be debuting at the Tampa Super Show in Florida in January. You will be able to see this on dealer lots in probably late February of 2015. What I'd like to start off with first is just talking a little bit about uniqueness of Winnebago and what Winnebago does differently than our competition. And the first thing is the windshield. All of our windshields in any of our Class A motorhomes are mounted to steel, a steel frame, just like any automobile in the industry, versus being a floating windshield mount and a fiberglass surround. When we're designing our motorhomes, our customers give us a lot of feedback about trying to make the use of the motorhomes as user-friendly as possible. So here in the service compartment, a couple examples is our labeling. We color code all of our labels. So if you have a blue label, you know you're dealing with fresh water. If it's a pink label, it's winterizing. If it's a black, it's with your black tank. Gray is gray tank. But also what we do is we actually put very large lettering on our labels to make them easy to read, so you know what you're working with. Another good example is our dump valves. We have 3-inch dump valves on both the gray and the black water side, so it makes it easier to dump your tanks and easier to clean out your sewer hose. And lastly, we do have a sediment filter that filters all the water going into the coach. The Forza and Solei are built on a Freightliner XCS chassis with a 340 horsepower engine, which is standard on these coaches, which is more horsepower than anybody in its class. One thing that we get a lot of requests on from our customers is to maximize exterior storage and give them as much exterior storage as possible, because when people are buying diesel pusher motorhomes, they typically are using them for an extended period of time, and they need the extra storage. So one unique thing we've done is we've actually provided pass-through storage below the rail and also above the rail. And in its class, we have more exterior storage cubic foot wise than any of our competitors. The 36G that we're doing a walk around on today actually has 222 cubic feet of exterior storage, which is by far more than anybody in its class. Standard on the Forza 36G Forza and Solei is an electric patio awning that also comes standard with LED strip lighting. We also have an available option of an exterior entertainment center, which is a 32-inch TV. And the nice thing about this is that you can actually bring it off the sidewall, and you can adjust it either which direction for better viewing. When designing the 36G Forza and Solei, we wanted to come up with a floor plan that was completely different than what we already had in this series as offerings in our 34 and the 38 footers. So what we focused on was making sure that, one, we had the dinette on the passenger side. We get a lot of requests from our customers and owners that that's a great place to put the dinette because they like looking out their patio side, and it makes sense. In the lounge area, we have standard the Flex Steel Fold and Tumble sofa. This will convert into a queen size bed. It has a built-in headboard, and on top of the headboard we've actually added 2 cup holders, so when you're using it from a sitting position, viewing the large 48-inch TV that we have over here, which is a very optimal viewing for this sofa setup, you can put your drinks behind it and easily access those. Also here with the TV is we do have a standard sound bar, and we also have an optional fireplace that will actually heat the coach. It does produce heat and blows out of the top there. Very good for cool mornings. A couple features to note in the cab area of the Forza and Solei is, one, we have a feature here that's very unique. It's very user-friendly, and this is a feature we have on every single one of our Class A diesel pushers. What I'm holding is the ignition key that starts the engine to this coach, but it also will unlock the entrance door as well as every compartment door on the outside of the motorhome. So it gives the owner a user-friendly function to know that they don't have to fumble through a bunch of keys to try to figure out what opens what lock up on this coach. The other feature I've got here is it's an option, and it's our optional Plus Lounger passenger seat with a tablet. So I can sit in this seat. I've got a nice little table, a little tablet table that comes up, folds over, and I can use this while I'm sitting facing backwards, or when I'm driving down the road I can use it to put a computer, tablet, book, whatever. Makes it very functional, very user-friendly. It also has a built-in footrest, and then both your driver's and passenger seats are standard 6-way power seats. Our dining area on the 36G Forza and Solei is an exclusive dining area because we actually make this dining setup. This is a benchmark dinette. We make it here in-house at Winnebago Industries. What this provides the owner is it gives you a very comfortable seating because the seat cushions are actually sprung cushions. But it also allows for use of the entire space underneath the seat for storage. And as you can see here, you can actually see the springs within the cushions themselves. Also with this is it has a built-in Dream dinette table. So what it does is it allows us to put this into a sleeping position very easy just by pushing down on the table. And then when it's all the way down, you can put these spare cushions down over the table to make that a bed. When designing our motorhomes, the galley always becomes a really big topic of discussion, because most people, when they come in a motorhome, they typically gravitate towards that area. And probably the biggest thing they're looking for is how much countertop space does it have, and how much storage can they get out of a galley. And so we really focused on trying to maximize both of these features in this motorhome. As you can see up above here, I've got two very large overhead cabinets for storage. Down below here, there's ample amount of drawers. We have actually a space for a taller drawer for pots and pans, and then we also have two storage cabinets underneath the sink and to the left, so you can put a wastebasket in that area. From the standpoint of the countertop, as you can see, we've got a very large amount of countertop space here. We have a nice splash guard here to protect from the lounge area, which is also kind of nice because it's got a little accented lighting built in too, just to improve the looks of it. But we also, again, want to make sure that the galley looks nice. So you can see we upgraded the galley countertops to the private collection from Cornillon, and we also have a very nice glass tile backsplash. And the whole look of this is complemented by the slide out trim, and that's one thing that kind of separates us from competition, and we spent some extra money in this area. Is all of our slide out trims in this coach are solid hardwood, where all of our competitors in the same price segment are typically using plastic parts or particle board. In completing the galley, we have a residential refrigerator that is standard, and that's coming mainly from customer feedback, and residential refrigerators are becoming more prominent in the RV industry. No need for worry if you were to lose power, because it comes standard with a 2,000 watt inverter. So if you do, it'll automatically go to the inverter and you'll still have power to your refrigerator. Also, if you were to lose, your batteries were to get low, you do have an automatic generator start-stop switch, so that'll turn on the generator if your battery power gets too low, and again, backing up the refrigerator and make sure you don't have any spoiled food. A convenient available option on 36G Forza and Solei is a stacked washer and dryer. Now we're back in the bedroom, and two things we wanted to accomplish when we designed this floor plan was a king-size bed. We don't offer a king-size bed in any of the other floor plans in the Forza Solei, so we were able to accomplish that in the 36G. But not only is it a king-size bed, as we do have an available option to upgrade it to our Ideal Rest air mattress sleep system. And to complement that, we've actually enlarged the TV in the bedroom. It is a 40-inch LED TV. Behind me, we actually have a very large wardrobe that goes full width from the coach. You have full hanging in the wardrobe. You have access panels below the wardrobe that have hidden storage. You can see here, another full width with adjustable shelves. And like I was saying, down here below the floor, we have a cabinet that actually opens up from the floor, and you can actually access storage below the floor. And that wraps up our walk around today on the all-new 36G Forza and Solei. I want to thank everybody for taking time for viewing this. And if you need more information, you can go to our website at www.gowinnebago.com.